Hi, welcome to our reading for Friday, the 4th of November, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing, so see what feels right for you. It could be one sign, and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everyone involved, so we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave, preparing for that wave, crashing into the wave, riding the wave, or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the links below, see if there's more clarity, more signs for this reading for you in those links, and show your love and support to the artists and musicians. If you need further clarity, I would say check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars for the early November readings and see if that brings more clarity to what you're wondering. Thank you for joining me, guys. I love you, and I'll see you in a moment. Hi, welcome to our reading for the 4th of November, 2016. Let's begin and see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. For clarity, focus, and understanding the energies for Friday the 4th and how to ride these energies best. I'm beginning with the wisdom of the Oracle deck for the day. Let's get some wisdom for the energies of the day. One card to help us out. The Fates, number 17. That's like the star, but it's divine. It's knowing who you are, understanding who you are, you know, the beautiful child of God that you are, and allowing your divine purpose to unfold, recognizing your divine purpose. I feel like it's a bigger purpose in you than you thought, than you knew, but also a bigger purpose overall. I feel like you're taken care of here. You're like grabbing onto the stars slowly, you know? It's like fates slowly unfolding. It's a 17, so that's like an 8. So 8 fate. Things come back around. It's also like karma. So it's reaping what you sow. It's action, reaction, understanding your responsibility in both, in your action and your reaction, because the responsibility starts in you. The change starts in you. The connection starts in you. So it's accepting how, I want to say karma plays out. Accepting how when you do something, when you make an action, there are ripples, there are effects, there are other things that happen, whether you see it or not. So it's taking responsibility in what you put out there, making sure it's love. And it's also like accepting fate, you know, accepting the things you can't change, the things that other people do. And but you can react, you know, but if somebody puts out an action, you can only control your reaction, or learn from your reaction if you think about it later, or it's something you don't feel right about, or didn't get you to the right place. Then the next time it comes around, you know to change that. You know to change your reaction, or be aware of how you act so you can have more consciousness in that situation. It's understanding what you can do and what you can't do. Sometimes it's accepting the cards that are dealt, and it's all about how we play them. You know, sometimes we get a good hand, sometimes we don't. Sometimes with a shitty hand, you can play it well. And, why am I getting playing? I guess because when you're playing a game, it is sort of beyond personal control. It is part fate, it's part skill, depending on the game, and part what you have to hold, what you have as tools, and what the other person, the cards the other person has, their hand, how they play it, how they react, how they act. So it's acceptance within that connection of everything, and bringing back control to yourself, what you can do. And I feel like you're also going with the flow of divine fate here. It makes me think of the stars and astrology a little. So going with the flow of energies, whatever they are now. Next month, it's different. Today is different than tomorrow. How do you work with those energies? How do you work with those situations that are ups and they're downs, you know? And then some are just stuck in the middle. It's how you move with all of that energy. Let's get another card. I'm going to go to the Sasoli Tarot. Let's get another card for Friday on acceptance, karma, fate. I hear knowing you need to do something, knowing you need to follow something in you. Let's get more clarity on the fates. I feel like there's a part of destiny you have control over, and there's also a part of destiny that you don't. Circumstances, you know, the hand you got, where you are, the circumstance you found yourself in. So it is about our control in those uncontrollable situations, good or bad. So there is a release there and a freedom there, and gaining control at the same time. So let's get more clarity. So the Knight of Cups. So possibly a water sign, following your heart. This could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But I feel like in a general reading, it's advice. It could be somebody around you or extra water in your chart, but I feel like it's extra emotion involved. It's doing something because you feel like you have to, because there's feelings involved, whatever they are. You're feeling you need to do something, you know, at the same time that you have to allow something else. So I feel like you're letting, when I see this card, it makes me think of letting something go, freeing something, releasing something, saving something, like doing something from the heart because you mean well, because you think you're helping something. It could be just love. The Knight of Cups is a start in a relationship, something romantic, something you love to do, a new relationship with yourself, even, you know, with your own with your own divine purpose that you're figuring out. I feel like the Knight is figuring something out. He's on a journey to find love, to find what he or she loves, to figure it out, to experience it, to let go what didn't work, and to allow all these emotions to come through. I'm getting the Moon for some reason, like, yeah, like I see the ocean and I think the moon and like the rise and the the rise and the fall and the ebb and the flow, like breathing. So let's get another card. I'm going to go to the Archangel Power Tarot. And let's get more clarity on the Knight of Cups and the Fates. Fate, I hear fateful release, fateful relationship. That sort of feels like an oxymoron to me. So, let's see. Let's get another card. The Six of Ariel. So, balance. Giving and receiving equally. Maybe that's what she's letting go. She's letting out, I feel like there are opportunities that didn't work. Like she's throwing something back into the sea. She's releasing something back into the sea, back into the water, to free it, to let it go, to let it be, to let it live, to let it flourish, to let it do its own thing. But she's doing it out of love. So I feel like you have to let something go and allow something to come in, because this is balance. This is when you get back equal what you give. So maybe that's what this Knight of Cups is looking for, you know, searching for, on the mission to find, and has learned to release those emotions, release those relationships, release those attachments to things that he or she was holding on to emotionally that didn't work, that didn't recirculate things right. And then I feel like she's on a new mission. He's on a new mission, you know, out and about to find what is right for you, if that's you. I feel like this is you and it's an emotional thing. So you're letting something emotional go, so balance can come back in. This is like the Six of Earth. It's also, it's also like money. So it's balance in your pockets. It's balance in your time. It's balance in your energy. It's balance in your day-to-day surroundings, in what you do. You know, like multitasking and doing a lot of things at once and finding equal space for everything that's important. You know, giving to yourself as equal as you give to others. And others give to you and help you out equal, you know, as well. And you allow others to do, I guess, to getting help themselves. Maybe somebody needs to help help themselves. You need to allow somebody else to do something. Maybe that's why you're letting something go here. So you can put something valuable back in your apple basket. You know, I feel like this is a harvest. You're picking something. So you have to empty what didn't work in your bucket, what wasn't valuable in your bucket, what was holding your bucket down and taking up too much space, so you could pick the apples. So you could pick this wisdom, pick this harvest. I feel like it's something personal. Material needs that get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving and receiving with a grateful heart. So I feel like there was a lot of giving, or like planting seeds, or, you know, like you were getting ready for the harvest, so you gave a lot, or you're giving away a lot of your harvest, you know, that you put a lot of work into. So now it's time to get something back. You know, you don't want to do all this for nothing. People are appreciative of all the work you did in something. So allow help to come back in, however it comes. It might not come in the way you think. It might not be from the apple harvest, but somebody else might be able to help you paint your fence, you know, or give you some eggs that their chickens have, or give your kid a ride to school in the morning, and that saves you some time that you can meditate, or, you know, work on a project you've been meaning to do. It's allowing some, you know, when that help comes in, I would say accept it as divine and receive it. You know, if help is coming in and blessings are being bestowed upon you, you don't want to like slap the blessings back. That's what I'm seeing. That's kind of weird. Like hitting, like if someone offers you this lovely basket or bushel of apples or peaches or nectarines or mangoes, whatever they are, eggs, you know, are you going to say, you know, you're not going to hit the basket, you know, make everything fall on the ground, you know, you say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you can think of something to do, you do. But, you know, if you feel like you need to give something back, then offer it. But you can't make somebody take it, you know, again, back to here, you can't make somebody do something. So if there's someone who gives and they just don't know how to take, don't take that personally. Just do what you can and then move along. Go to the next, you know, the next situation. And maybe it's somewhere else that it's going to be passed along. Here, pay it forward. So, you know, maybe, I feel like I feel like it doesn't come back how you expect. I feel like you're putting positive energy in somewhere, you know, but it's not going to come back exactly like that. I hear check. Maybe there's a check coming that you didn't expect. Something that was lost or, you know, comes back. Maybe something like that. Something total, or like money in your pocket. You know, you find your laundry and you find like a wad of money in your jeans. Something like that. Like you didn't expect it. You totally forgot about it. It was from like 5 seasons ago, but it's now you're meant to get it. So, you know, what are you going to do with that hand you were dealt? Are you going to do something valuable with it? But I feel like it's something that makes you really happy. It's something that brings you bliss, love. It's not really just money, unless that, you know, maybe you were stuck financially and that money is bliss for you. And that, you know, it's just that bill you needed to pay. But it brings bliss. It brings happiness. But I feel like it brings some harvest. It brings something more than just the check. It brings balance somewhere in your world so you can free up something else. So you can bring something better in and something better in and something better in for you. It's also not giving from an empty plate, you know, so being grateful for what you have, you know, having gratitude for what's around you, what you have to work with, what you have gone through to make you learn, understand what's good for you, what doesn't work for you, where energy was wasted and where it needs to come back. Let's get a card from the Fairy Tarot for the 6 of Ariel, also like the 6 of Pentacles. So it could be like, it could be your job, you know, things at your job suddenly coming back into balance when it was sort of off before. But I feel like a lot comes at once. I feel like this is a lot. You know, I feel like maybe you expected a lot, or maybe you didn't expect this much. But I feel like it's an abundance. It's more than you expect. It's better than you expect. There's a better balance coming towards you here. And I feel like this brings balance in other places. I feel like it brings balance in your world, like with your time. I'm getting time and like schedule and I don't know, maybe your time was just like the pie was off before. Since I'm seeing the apple, like, you know, your pie, the pieces of your pie weren't cut even. So you were putting too much time at work, not enough sleep, not enough fun, or too much fun, too much sleep, not enough effort in at work, or yeah, I feel like it's becoming equal somehow. So this 6 of Ariel in a general reading, remember, goes for that balance. I mean, this is financial, but if your particular balance, since I said that resonates for you, that you were lacking some fun, maybe that's where the balance comes back. And if someone has an offer, you know, this Knight of Cups, to go out, to do something different, to go to the movies, go shopping, whatever, take that as a fate, you know, to get you out of the house, or, you know, take some time off, or get away for the weekend, or, you know, go drive somewhere. If this is a chance to work with some, I feel like I saw someone, I don't know, that was weird, like working like a kid's party, like maybe your friend does that or something, like works with children or does something on the weekend that's kind of like a side job, and they need help, and you're offered that to get away and do something different. Maybe that's, you know, you're gonna meet somebody there. It'll spice something up, bring some balance back in, meet some clients, new friends, a romantic partner, you know, wherever you were lacking, I feel like that's where it's coming. It could be a romantic partner, but I feel like it has to do with you accepting something, accepting an invitation, accepting some help, accepting some time off, accepting you have to work more. So it's accepting something to get this balance. So let's get more clarity for Friday. The Two of Autumn. So that's also like, well, it's also like the Two of Pentacles. So you're getting a lot of like earthy energy, energy in your surroundings, but this is multitasking. This is doing more than one thing at once. It's handling different things, you know, having something going on and putting something else in there and doing it, I would say, successfully. Bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs. So if you get that chance, maybe do it. I feel like, you know, it's a chance to change your balance, your scale a little bit. You know, freeze some things up and keep the good apples. An exceptional talent for multitasking. I feel like you're still good at the multitasking before. You're handling all of these emotions, all of these emotional situations at once. There was just an imbalance somewhere. Maybe that was in the fates. Maybe that had nothing to do with you, and you're pretty good at juggling everything around. You just kind of have to go with, you know, timing, the different months, what's happened in the past, the moon, you know, emotional changes. Maybe not you, maybe somebody else. But this is it becoming balance. You, I feel like you're, you know, putting your pie equal. You're maybe adding something else in there, but it's bringing some kind of equality. But if it feels overwhelming, just have, you know, have fun. Go for this like fun opportunity, this thing you love, this chance to start something loving, a relationship with something you love, whatever that is. It could be a relationship, it could be a person, it could be, you know, an activity on the weekend, you know, getting involved in a sports team or something where it feels like a little extra, but you might have to give something up, you know, to fit it in, but I feel like it's worth it. I feel like this is a chance to go for, or it's finding a way to balance what you were already doing so it feels better for you than it did before this. So it could just be a chance to two of autumn, two decisions. Maybe you have two decisions, or I hear two children. Maybe you're juggling things with like your children, different. You have a couple of children. You're trying to make sure everyone's happy, you know, and you're figuring out a way to do the schedule so that everybody feels like they're getting something and you're giving something and you're having time, you know, to get, I feel like that could be like you working out something as well with taking something off your plate. If it's with your kids or schedule between your family and work, or yourself, having time for yourself, then I feel like help is coming. So don't be the like martyr, like, no, I'll do it, it's okay. And then you're like crying later because you have too much on your plate. Like take the help. Take the help. And if you see somebody else that seems like they're carrying too much, you know, maybe it's you offering the help because you're good at, you know, handling a lot. Maybe you can help them, you know, just offer a ride, you know, advice, something like that. Let's go to the Steampunk Tarot, and I'm going to pull one more card for Friday. Clarity on the Two of Autumn. Bringing fun into everything you do. I feel like this, the Two of Autumn, like it can feel hard because you have to keep things moving. You know, 2 different jobs, 2 different situations, 2 different directions. But it's finding a way to keep the rhythm moving with ease. So I hear a breeze, like a breeze. So maybe this help is offering a lot of help, you know. Things will feel much more like easy and breezy, and you're starting to do something that you love, you know. Someone making a loving offer to you that allows you to do something you love, something like that. And that's Judgment, number 20. So, all right, we're starting with Fates, number 17, right? And we're ending with Judgment. Look at that, like a record player. I mean, this angel is sounding it's not even like the trumpet in this card. It's your music. It's your song. You're the only one that can hear this, or 2 of you, technically. So maybe this is a 2. Maybe it's about you and a new relationship. Maybe that is a person. Maybe it's balancing how to do what you were doing before with your life and this new relationship with a job, with your children, with your surroundings, with you know, maybe this night, maybe a water sign, or, you know, this love relationship coming in. Now you have to balance some more things. Overall, it's bringing ultimate balance back in. It's bringing you help. It's number 20. And I feel like it's a big card. It's a big energy. You're almost complete with something. It's time to listen to the call. Only you can hear this call. It's a destiny call. It's a call for you. It's a song that resonates with only you. Well, maybe you and somebody else, since there's 2, are hearing the same call. Maybe you're hearing the same call as somebody else and listening to that call. You know? The call of fate. I hear like on duty. Like, get up. Do what you have to do. And I feel like it makes it easy. I feel like you doing something here. You're answering that call, accepting that call, hearing the call, making the call, and it's making things easy. You know, these people, I first wanted to say they don't look worried, but they look like their plane crashed. There's like a helicopter that totally has a broken propeller. So they crashed. They should be worried, right? But it's like they're saved. They know they're saved. They can hear that message. They know everything's okay. They got the idea how to fix the plane. I feel like you're trusting that you know you're okay in whatever situation that is. I feel like there's trust, letting go. You know, Judgment. It could be maybe accepting, I'm going back to that game and the cards and accepting the hands as they're dealt. So maybe you just, you know, things happen. This plane fell. This situation fell down. Something didn't work before. Something was out of sync before. Something was out of alignment or, you know, not running before. And now it's going to. Now it's going to, but it's time for you to move. It's time for you to react how you should, to act how you should. With integrity, I feel like you have to hear that call to bring some balance back in. Let's get one more card. I wasn't going to do this, but I feel like I should pull one more card, so let's do it. Let's go to the Winged Enchantment and get clarity on 20, Judgment, 17, the Fates, 6 of Ariel. I feel like this is positive. I feel like it's being saved. I feel like it's that way that help is coming in that you don't expect, but you're going to hear it. You're going to know it's for you. It's maybe a bigger call than you expect, since it's that's a major arcana. So let's get one more card for clarity on Friday. The Hawk, number 15. So that brings you to a 6. That's also a 6. So balance, vision, clarity, grace, strength. You're diving deep for some reason. This is number 15. Let's go to the Hawk. This is a new deck, and these meanings are all awesome. So I'm going to read it. 15, the Hawk. I am Hawk, the majestic and visionary. I am the eyes of the gods. I am the whole picture. I have keen sight, seeing everything from every angle. I can see how today shapes tomorrow and how my future steers today. I am advantage and strategy. I will always come prepared. If I am circling overhead, it is because you are not aligned with your future. Your path is off balance. Your motivation's uncentered, and your higher mind misaligned. So it's finding center. It's getting everything in balance, not just financials. It's everything in balance. Yourself, your vision, your focus, what's going on, understanding it all, and getting it all together. You know, starting to make some changes. To be a visionary takes more than just seeing the path ahead. You must construct it, shape it, and ensure it spans far enough to complete your task. Does your current way of doing things support what you seek to accomplish? If not, change the course and create a new path. I encourage you to take a look at what drives you. You are perceptivity. You are the eyes of the universe. You are foresight. You are Hawk. You are foreseeing something. You are hearing a big call. You are figuring how to balance a lot of things today. And I feel like you're allowing some fates to be. And you're taking charge of what you need to do about it. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I love you.